The U.S. border has long been a dividing line, now dividing families, communities, even political parties. New numbers from Homeland Security show the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy accounted for over 2,000 migrant children temporarily separated from their families. The practice is not new, but the frequency at which it is happening is. Before the policy change, the New York Times reports only 700 children had been taken from families at the border in the 6 months prior. Keep in mind, this is only for a misdemeanor of crossing into the U.S. illegally. Previous administrations did not automatically prosecute everyone caught. This, plus changes to the asylum policy, have led to overcrowding at border facilities in Texas. And it has people digging in their heels on both sides of the issue. The White House, the Justice Department, and Homeland Security are defending themselves on the zero-tolerance policy for those crossing the border illegally.
The United States will not be a migrant camp, and it will not be a refugee holding facility. Won't be.
We will not apologize for doing for our job. We have sworn to do this job. This administration has a simple message. If you cross the border illegally, we will prosecute you.
NBC got a tour inside a Border Patrol facility in McAllen, where more child migrant separations happen than anywhere else.
There is no separation process. As they go through the judicial process, they are temporarily separated.
The government provides photos, but reporters cannot take their own pictures or video. More than 1,100 migrants are detained inside. They're sorted into chain-link fence areas. Boys, girls, and families still together. The Border Patrol insists no family separations are taking place in the field.
There has been much outcry, consternation, and frankly, misinformation.
Republican former First Lady Laura Bush wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post that reads in part, "I live in a border state. I appreciate the need to enforce and protect our international boundaries, but this zero-tolerance policy is cruel. It is immoral, and it breaks my heart." Protests are spreading across party lines and across the country.
I don't care where you are on the spectrum as far as immigration is concerned. Separating children from their parents is not the way to go. That is never an acceptable answer.
Sunday in Tornillo, Texas, Congressman Beto O'Rourke led a march to protest the migrant child detention camp under construction. Monday, Massachusetts governor announced they will not send National Guard troops to help along the border until the zero-tolerance policy changes.
Border security is important. No one disputes that. But separating kids from their families is not.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions faced protests in New Orleans while speaking at the National Sheriff's Association conference.
We do not want to separate parents from their children. You can be sure of that. If we build a wall, we pass some legislation, we close some loopholes, we won't face these terrible choices. The numbers will end.
Governor Greg Abbott made similar comments over the weekend.
Well, listen, this is horrible, and this rips everybody's heart apart about what's going on. They could pass a law today that would end the ripping apart of these families and make the border secure. So the president and the Republicans have an offer on the table. All the Democrats have to do is to take it, and this could end today.
There are votes set this week in Congress on immigration, including a bill from Senator John Cornyn.
The short solution would be if Democrats and Republicans would actually work together, we could fix this in 24 hours.
Senator Ted Cruz announced Monday night he's introducing emergency legislation to keep families together while being held. Lawmakers say they are ready to prevent families from being broken apart.
It does not have to happen. It's not the result of a court or a law or a Democrat. It's solely the result of President Trump's new policy.
While Washington battles it out, there is no evidence to date the new zero-tolerance policy has deterred families from crossing illegally between points of entry. Monthly totals of those families caught from April to May, the month the policy was enacted, showed a difference of only 200 families. And this policy could sway voters in November. A CNN poll found overall 2/3 of Americans disapprove of the zero-tolerance policy. Only 28% approve. However, break it down by party lines. 5% of Democrats approve, 27% of independents approve, 58% of Republicans approve.